What's going on, guys? Long-term update video for you. So this is going to be about this right here. This is the Kabar Jarosz Bearclaw folder. Okay, you can see right there. It's Kabar. Whoop, I hope you can see that. Jarosz. Okay. Anyway, now we got that out of the way. Moving the table. I've been using this knife for a couple of years now, and I have used it just about every single weekend, and in fact every single weekend that I have been working on our cabins. This has been my pocket knife. So it has really been used as a utility knife, and quite honestly, probably in ways it was never intended to, and it's taken some abuse. Now, by abuse, I don't mean negligent, intentional abuse. I mean abuse as in it's been used and used hard for all kind of stuff. Again, things that it probably wasn't originally designed for. But carrying it when I'm working on our cabin and stuff out in the woods, and I'll give you the bottom line up front, this is an awesome pocket knife. I absolutely love this thing. It runs about 25 bucks on eBay. I mean, not eBay, Amazon. About 25 bucks on Amazon. It's an El Cheapo one. Yes, in case you guys are going to ask, it's made in China, just like 99% of what you're watching this video on is, and what 90+% of the stuff in your house is, so let's not even go there on that. It's an American company. It's made in China. It works. That's all I care about. It works, and it's affordable. So the pocket clip has maintained tension. The screws have not come loose. It's not loose. It has been in my pocket and been caught and snagged on things. It is not bent. It's not came off. When I first started using it, it was really snug touching the knife. Right now, you probably can't see it on camera, but if you listen, it's ever so slightly pulled away. And that's probably from all the times that I've rubbed up against stuff and it's gotten caught and pulled. But it's never come out of my pocket when I didn't want to. And to this day, it still stays in my pocket and doesn't come out. So nothing to complain about there. None of the screws in the handle scales have come loose. That's all great. Nothing's chipped or messed up there. Still opens plenty easily. Now for the meat of it, right? The blade. I'm going to tell you guys, I have stuck, cut, and pried things with this that I doubt they ever thought about needing to be stuck, cut, and pried. Now, as you can tell from the blade, there is junk all over it. Some of that stains, some of it's physical stuff I need to clean off, but it's got high tensile strength industrial adhesive on it. It's gotten heavy duty window caulk and stuff on it, cleaners and chemicals for cleaning all that stuff. It's been used to cut styrofoam insulation with. It's been used to trim down boards with. It's been used to shave and trim down concrete hardy board. It's been stuck into things. I mean, I can't remember at this point what all I've done with it. It's still, I have not touched the factory edge. It still has the factory edge on it. And while it is not as sharp as it was out of the box, it is still more than sharp enough to slice my hand open with should I get careless with it. The tip is perfectly fine. The tip has not chipped, broke, dented, anything. There are a couple of very small nicks in the edge of the blade, but I imagine just a few minutes on a whetstone or a quick sharpener, that those would come right out and you'd never notice it. So for everything I have cut with it, it has held up absolutely wonderfully. Is it a fancy knife? No. Is it an expensive knife? No. Is it something you show off and impress your friends with? No. Is it an awesome, affordable utility knife? Abso-freaking-lutely. One other thing I'll point out, just because I know somebody may want to know, when I first got it, the blade, when you fold it, was dead center of the handle scales. Now, I don't know if this will show on camera or not, but it's ever so slightly off to the right. So it rubs just a little bit on that side whenever it's folded. That's probably, again, not probably, it's absolutely due to me having to stick it in stuff and prying and popping and pulling and all that kind of jive. So I wouldn't hold that against the knife at all, again, for what I've used it for. For 25 bucks, I would have expected this to fall apart and be a piece of junk a long time ago. But for a utility tool, I love it. It's comfortable in my hands. I've used this with gloves on. I've used it barehanded. I've used it when they were sweaty. I've used it when they had gunk all over them. And I've never felt like I didn't have good control and purchase of the knife, etc. So, quick, down and dirty, if you're looking for a good folder, I would take this and one of my full-size K-bars, and if the world ended and we had to do end of the world type things, this folder and a full-size, I would feel perfectly well equipped with to do whatever I needed to do. For $25, you can't beat it. I'm actually thinking about maybe buying me a couple more and stashing them here and there, just so I got one stashed around places in case I forget to put this one in my pocket. Last thought is the size. To me, for a folder and a utility knife, this is a great size. The blade's big enough for me to do everything I want to do with it, but it's not so small that I find myself wishing that it had a bigger blade. It's right there in that sweet spot for me. I don't ever feel like I've got too much that I can't work with it because it's in the way, but never not enough to do what I need to do, if that makes sense. So anyway, the Kabar Jarosz Beartooth. It gets my approval now after a couple of years. It's still going strong, and I'm going to keep using it until I can't use it no more. And then I'll swap it out for another one, most likely, because for a beater folder, you can do a heck of a lot worse, especially for the money. So take that for what it's worth. Little long-term update on that knife. You guys take care, and I will see you in another one.